Mike. I think it feels like it's Mighty Mike time.
Yeah.
Down to hear some Mike Langworthy and a little bit of the open mic comedy show. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, and with tons of applause and plenty of enthusiasm, please welcome your host, Mike
Yeah.
Langworthy.
Thanks very much, Chuck. I really appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to hearing some comics I haven't heard in a while. And then some other, some
Comics
other
we might
comics.
not hear again.
Pardon me?
As in comics we might not hear again.
No, we'll hear it. They won't not come back because of me. No, because that's last week during the open mic, I did a thing which was completely off the top of my head, and I don't do dick jokes as a rule, but it was like a whole thing, and I'm torn between being embarrassed about it and kind of proud of it because
Right.
because it was it was just it became a runner throughout the show is what I'm saying, and we're not going to do that this week. I tried to do a little something last night, but it didn't really catch on. A bunch of things like it's like my mom always used to say, "I don't know who your father is," and then a number of like that. And people weren't buying it. And then Emily Cornelius came in with a better joke than any of the ones that I'd written, and don't think I don't resent that. So that's just a little word of the wise to all of you guys. Be as funny as you want. Just make sure you're not funnier than me. Think of a couple of people that's not going to be a problem for. I'm not going to mention names. But I'm a little worried about some of the new guys because I don't know what they're going to do. And comedy is such a subjective thing. I mean, I'm objectively funny, but otherwise it's a kind of a subjective thing. It's like my mom always used to say, "You ruined my body." These are the things that I was trying to do last night in the show, but you know what? I was co-hosting. I was co-hosting, and Chuck had an agenda, and I was getting in the way, and I want to apologize for that, but I'm too petty and too small, so I won't.
Right. Well, you're on fire tonight, there, Chief.
Yes, I am on fire tonight, and I'm burning like California. Huh? Am I right? What I'm saying is that California has a lot of fires. Do you understand what I was trying to say? There's a lot of fires in California, and I used to live in California. It's all in my book, A Ton of Shit Nobody Cares About by Mike Langworthy. And we like to encourage new talent. We like to have a lot of people who are pretty experienced as well come in here. Phil is a guy that I've been in comedy love with since the first time I saw him work, and I'm going to bring him up right away because I was very pleasantly surprised to see your face and to see your name in the participants. And I would just love to have you, start things off with telling us a little bit about what's been going on with you and this whole plandemic. Am I right? And why don't you just give us 5 of your best, man?
Welcome, Phil Corridor, ladies and gentlemen.
Phil Corridor, ladies and gentlemen, live from a Knotty Pine escape room.
Thank you. Good to see everybody. Greetings from West Yellowstone, Montana.
No way.
Yeah, I'm in a humidor.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Look, there's one of your fans.
Yeah,
Hey,
Your biggest fan.
yeah, it's with me everywhere.
got me going in circles. Hey, anyway, Phil, we interrupt a lot here. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry. It's not coming out of your time. Don't worry about it.
But no, I'm out here working. I am essential, so that actually makes me the 8th richest comedian in the world. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've just been working here at the Fire Watchtower at Mount Washburn, and we're just like restoring the. It didn't burn down, but we're just preventing that. But yeah, it's great up here. It's always a nice crisp 70 degrees. I'm being spoiled. But yeah, this pandemic has actually been the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've had more money in my life. Or I haven't had this much money in my life. Like, also, my life matters more than ever now. That's cool. Apparently. Like I feel like kind of like I've been under a lot of pressure, like I feel like I have to make my life matter even more because I'm just going to work and smoking weed and eating pizza. Like maybe I need to like join a community garden or something. Go to a boys and girls club, play some basketball with kids. I don't know. So other than that, I've just been chilling and trying to stay out of trouble. Well, I don't know. I have a couple of warrants out, but they're bench warrants. Those don't. You can just pay. You can just pay $100. It's fine. I'm a habitual traffic offender. It's pretty bad. I don't know. Maybe here. How about a joke? I actually think I think this whole thing is just the Illuminati just trying to do some good. Like this is the only way they can do it. They set out this disease. And within the first month, greenhouse gases decreased by like 70% or something. The ozone hole closed. All of us millennials of a certain age have been complaining so much about boomers for some reason. And the disease is taking care of that. And what else? We got that free money. I already spent mine. Did anybody save it? I
Yeah.
got a new couch, a new TV, new mattress, and I don't know. I don't know why I even got one. I was already working. Why did the essential people already get? I don't know. This is also not a joke. I gotta do some jokes. How's everybody's New Year's resolution going? Pretty good. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've been doing great. One of my resolutions was to start eating healthier. So I've been going around to different delivery rooms, and I'm like, hey, you're gonna eat that placenta, and you gotta make sure you put your finger in the placenta to make it less appetizing for the families. But yeah, I'm trying to eat as much placenta as I can because stem cells. And I don't know about you guys, but my teeth are failing, and I'm just trying to grow them shits back, you know. And it's been working great. I think I need to eat more. I don't know, but you know, I feel amazing. Uh, I've been using a lot of baby wipes instead of toilet paper, because that's another one of my resolutions. I was just trying to just stay clean down there, you know, because it's an ass world up there, and I'm just trying to stay prepared. Because you know, everybody's just, I don't know how it became, you know, this trend of eating ass. I don't know if, you know, some of us grew up with 2 girls, 1 cup. I don't know, maybe we saw that and thought, you know, maybe it won't be that bad, you know, like at least my partner's not actively shitting into my mouth, you know. Maybe there's like some dingleberries, you know, maybe a little bit, but at least they're dry. I don't know, you could just like, you know, spit them out if you get some. Yeah, gosh.
Don't step on your lap.
Got a unique point of view, Phil.
Yeah, I just got on this so I wouldn't be compelled to quit comedy, you know. It's been great. Was that 5 minutes?
You have 5 minutes and change, my friend.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for having me.
But I was on tenterhooks finding out about the dingleberries and the eating ass. We don't always open with a guy who actually eats placenta. That's we usually save that. Our closing act is usually the guy who goes into the stuff. So anyway,
material.
yeah. Wow. Don't know what to say about the placenta stuff. I gotta.
It works.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it works. It either prolongs your life or just makes it feel like your life is not long. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's just something about you know, it's something a little Ed Geenish about me. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, then Google it, for Christ's sake. Mass murderer and cannibal.
Yes. Oh,
That's just the
you
headline.
meant Ed. Oh.
Yeah, at least, you know. Anyway, let's not even get into it because.
Have you tried the placenta light?
Yeah, well,
It's
I
not
know,
as good.
just another reason to be pro-life. Anyway, now our next performer is a guy I don't know, and if he hadn't already put this on his profile name, I would have probably tried to do some lame joke about it anyway. His name is Sam Medina, and he calls himself Funky Sam Medina. And I was going to go there myself, but he beat me to it. So obviously he's very quick, and I can't wait to watch him. Yeah, Funky Sam Medina. Hey, have you been here before, Sam? You look familiar.
I've been here one time before. I was here on July 13th.
Well, good.
Whoa.
It was my 1-year wedding anniversary. That's why I remembered it.
Okay. It's good to know. It's good to know. Glad to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Good for you, and good luck on that audition for the Ginsburg biopic. Anyway, Allen Ginsburg is who I'm
That
talking
was
about.
cold,
Yeah.
Mike. That was cold.
Let's not laugh for Sam. Let's all snap our fingers, okay? All right. Go ahead, man. It's all
All
yours.
right, how you guys doing?
Medina.
Let me start my
Really
time.
good.
So my name is Funky Sam Medina. A little about me. I live in Tracy, California. If you've never heard of Tracy, I don't blame you. It's a sad, small little town in California. I think the saddest part is I'm the second most famous person here. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I do have an OnlyFan. I'm not supposed to tell you guys this. I'm not supposed to say anything yet, but I'm super excited. So I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. I just signed a deal with Hulu, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I get
Congratulations.
for $1. This COVID has everybody going crazy, you know. I tried grocery shopping. I had to give up on that really quick. It was a bad idea, you know. I switched to the online grocery delivery system. It's cool because it's like a bad breakup. They come to my house, they leave all my stuff on the porch, and they call me when they leave. The other day I was going to work and I was in a hurry. When I got there, I realized instead of my mask, I got a pair of underwear. That was
No.
a shitty day, you guys.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I thought I was hot shit. I thought my comedy was blowing up. I told my wife, I was like, hey, I have 17 Facebook friend requests. I'm not even going to answer. And she goes, oh, that's cute. I have 162. Speaking of my wife, last night I was getting ready for bed at like around 3 a.m. and she woke up to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, wait, before you go back to sleep, let me tell you this joke I'm working on. It didn't end well for me, you guys. She said, I hate you, and she went back to bed. Yeah, the joke was this. I enrolled my dog in a martial arts class. It's called Taekwondo Doberman. I know. That joke almost ended my marriage, but it was worth it. They say you should never date a comedian. And I do agree with that. I do. I think the reason why I would never date a comedian is because my wife is also a comedian and she might know her. I'm vegan now. I've been vegan for a little over a month, and I just want to make sure everybody knows that. It's really tough, though, you know, finding restaurants that cater to my dietary needs. Like, I went to my favorite restaurant, and I was like, hey, what's your best vegan dish with meat? Nothing. They had nothing. And then my wife and I went out to lunch today, and she was like, you know what? You've been really good on this new diet. I'm proud of you. I looked over the beer menu. You got any beer you want. And she went to the bathroom. And so I called the waiter over, and I was like, hey, I want you to bring me a beer with a steak in it. He's like, huh? What? And I go, look, I don't got a lot of time here, okay? Go in the back, cook a steak, put it in a beer, and bring it out to me. We'll call it Ale 1.
Hello.
It's tough going grocery shopping nowadays. You know, being a vegan is a lot different. The other day I was walking down the meat section and I was looking at the okay, I'm sorry, something's happening behind me. It's distracting me. I was looking at the steaks and the pork chops and the chickens, and I was like, oh man, this aisle is dead to me. Somebody posted, somebody commented on one of my Instagram posts, and they put hashtag vegans are hypocrites and hashtag plants have feelings too. And that's not why I do this. I don't do it to be cruelty free. It's just like, you know, it's a little bonus. I think the reason why I do it is because of the way it makes me feel, you know, superior. I did get married about a year ago. My wife and I, we drove up to Vegas. We did one of those drive-through weddings. It was cool. She didn't even know. She thought it was McDonald's. My vows were, can I get a double cheeseburger? And I do. People ask me what it's like to be married to a comedian. It's like being married to a regular person, except a lot funnier, you know? Like when we argue, we use microphones. All the neighbors gather around and laugh at everything we say. And if the argument gets out of hand, I just shine a flashlight at her, and we have 1 minute to wrap up the argument. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna let you guys know a little secret. I did join Tinder recently. I did, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not what you're thinking at all. I joined as like this really hot girl, and then I messaged all the guys. I'm like, hey, come meet me in the open mic on Zoom on Monday night. Thank you guys. I'm Funky Sam Medina. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Funky Sam Medina. Well, I forgot to tell him before he started his set that we have a strict no pun policy here. No puns and no cliches, because as my mom always used to say, cliches are a dime a dozen, Mike. I'm going to just keep the show rolling in a big way with Jake Hobus, one of our regular guys trying out material and being funny, occasionally funnier than me. And again, we have a strict rule about that too, Jake. You might want to take it.
Oh man, I am going to break some rules tonight.
Love your shirt. Someplace there's an Italian restaurant missing a tablecloth.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, fun. Well, let's get started. Oh my goodness. This is going to be insane. Let's get started. This is crazy. Hey, two pigs walk into a restaurant. And the maitre d' says, "Hey, we're full. I'm sorry. You can't come in." And the pigs say, "We were just walking by and we were smelling some pastries and we were just wondering what you were baking."
Okay. Strike one.
Two pigs walk into a restaurant. Maitre d' says, "Hey guys, I'm sorry. There's just no room. We don't have room for you here. You got to leave. I'm sorry. You pigs are nothing but truffle."
Oh.
Two pigs walk into a restaurant.
Yes, they do.
And then what happens?
They buy it.
The maitre d' says, "Hey, we're full. I'm sorry. There's no room. You gotta get out of here. But before you do, would you mind mixing one of these drinks? Because one of the patrons who does have a seat, he likes his drinks ham-stirred."
Yes.
He likes the dirty martini.
Two pigs walk into a restaurant.
These pigs really get around.
They get around. There's a lot of these pigs around. You better watch them. Two pigs walk into a restaurant. The maitre d' says, "Hey, get out of here. What do you keep coming in here for? It's ridiculous." And the pigs are like, "Fine. I heard of a new place down the street. It's called Co's. Do you want to go to Co's?" And the other pig says, "Co? Sure."
Oh, no. Flag on the play.
Two pigs walk into a restaurant. The maitre d' says, "I'm sorry. There's no room. What do you keep coming? This is getting out of hand." And the pigs say, "No, you're going to want to let us in. We have a story about one of the Three Stooges. You're going to want to hear our curly tail."
Officer down.
This time, three pigs walk into a restaurant. We're changing things up. Three of them this time walk into the restaurant. The maitre d' says, "What do you keep doing? This is ridiculous. There's no room. We've been full for hours." And they say, "Hey, we just got a couple of old Nintendos and we just want to set them up. We each got one. And we just want to set them up and see if we can play in the lobby or something." And the maitre d' says, No. You got to play your wee when you get back home.
No.
Hey, you know what, Jake?
Two
Jake,
pigs walk into a restaurant.
Yeah.
The maitre d' says, "No, stop it. What's the matter with you? I'm up to my eyeballs in pigs. You got to stop coming here. We're full. Leave." But right when he was saying that, his phone rang and he was reaching for his trying to write down, take a message. And one of the pigs offered up his pen. He's like, "I am never going to use a pig pen."
So So
Two pigs walk into a restaurant. The maitre d' says, "Come on, you
Thank
you're
you.
killing me with these coming in here. You gotta stop it. You gotta knock it off. Where are you going? Get out of here." The pigs say, "Hey, we're just hungry. We'll eat anything. You got any orange peels or something like that? We like rinds." Two pigs walk into the restaurant.
Oh, man.
I can't believe it.
this
And
is-
these
can't end
maitre d'
well.
is losing his mind. He's like, "What does this keep happening? I am over it. Why? You get out of here, you pigs. I hate you. This is ridiculous." And he spits and he hawks a loogie, a big old booger filled loogie just right there on the sidewalk. And he makes the pigs stand in it. And then he just insults them from one end to the other constantly. And then he says, "Thank you." The pigs say, "Why are you thanking us?" "Well, I've always wanted to roast a pig on a spit."
All right.
Two pigs walk into the restaurant.
Oh!
The maitre d' says, "We're full. We don't even serve animals. What are you doing here?" And the pig looks around and says, "He's right, you know. Look at all the diners. That's all folks.
No, no.
That's my time.
no.
Thanks, guys."
That was incredible.
That Jake is such a ham. The ham.
It could be,
Anybody.
that's all Jake. Good. Two pigs walk into a bar. They beat the shit out of the first black guy they see.
Oh, no.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. So you know what? We have a little thing that we like to do. Laura Hova says she's just hamming it up over here. See, it's catching. You're giving a disease to your lovely wife. All right. Anyway, we have a special guest on the show tonight who is here. She's a special guest every time, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the charity that we support here called Elevating Connections. Please welcome Stacy Sanders.
Yay.
Thank you, Mike. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. I love coming here to hear the comedy, and also I get to talk about what I do, which is what I love. So I'm the founder and executive director of Elevating Connections. We are celebrating 5 years. We are 5 years old this year. And we reunite siblings separated in foster care. And we also help raise youth voice for youth who emancipated out of the foster care system without finding a permanent connection. So siblings separated in care, that's a thing. Excuse me. It happens to kids quite frequently. There's thousands of kids in Colorado alone that have been separated from their siblings this year, and for a variety of reasons. So we offer support and education and programming. We run a summer camp. COVID made us go from an overnight camp to a day camp, but we welcomed 21 kids this year because in the year of the pivot, in the year of the COVID, the connection for the youth that we serve is even more important because they're spending a lot less time together. And so we provide the opportunity to get them together at summer camp and connecting events. And then we also raise youth voice through spoken word and comedy this fall. We are adding comedy. Thanks.
Yay.
I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited to give them the opportunity to use their voice in a whole new way. And thanks to Chuck and Colorado Comedy Shows and Mike, I get the opportunity to talk about what we do, but we also raise a lot of money thanks to Chuck.
Woohoo.
Yeah, we have raised a lot. Like we're approaching $6,000 since since we started working together for the virtual poetry jam several months ago. That is
Wow.
not money at all. It helps us connect youth to each other, their siblings, but it also helps us connect youth through technology. The pandemic showed us very early on the things that I do this work every day, and it didn't occur to me that the youth I work with who are really trying to scrape by with jobs and trying to go to school and things like that can't do that if they can't go to the library to connect to the internet because the library is closed because of the pandemic. So trying to help them connect and pay for technology and tablets. And all of that is happening because of the connections and the work that Czech is helping us do. So we're connecting more youth to each other and to our community because of Colorado Comedy Shows and Czech Roy and the opportunity I have to speak every week here in the Apocalypse. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I could go on for hours. I'm not gonna, but I could. So thank you.
I don't doubt it for an instant. Thank you, Stacy.
Your website up on the
Crazy,
screen
it's
for
crazy
folks.
what the foster system does in probably many positive ways, but certainly some negative ways with kids.
Right. That is-
Not the least of which is separating you from your siblings. At any rate, our next performer. Oh, you know, sometimes you see someone and it's just magic from the first time. You know that this person is got the thumbprint of God on his forehead, and he's just going to be great every time you watch him. And it's just, and it's an honor to bring that guy up every time. And it's an honor that he would come.
No,
to-
Mike, I'm next. What the fuck?
Oh man, now I'm embarrassed. Yeah, okay, I guess Birbiglia canceled. So please welcome Ned. The carpet doesn't match the drapes.
What?
Right. ladies and
What was
gentlemen.
that? Yes, I have a
Well,
beard now.
there's the hair on your head, and then there's
I
your
have a
beard.
beard now. Her name is Sally. And good. Okay, I'm a
Excellent.
little. Two pigs walk into a bar. One pig says to the maitre d', "Do you serve pork?" He says, "We serve anybody," and that's all. We're done. I'm a little cranky. I just had a Swanson Angry Man dinner, and it was terrible. The dessert was like, "Come on." No, but today, did anybody see Ellen DeGeneres? She's back on TV. It was so wonderful. Did anybody? It was very touching. She apologized for all the trouble. She said, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm working on it. It was so heartfelt. And it was, except for the part where she fired the cameraman, it was so sweet. Get off my set, she said. Get off. So that was, I love that. I actually worked in Hollywood myself for some time. And before I went to Hollywood, I did some homework. I read somewhere that in Hollywood, in the entertainment business, content is king. And I was the most content guy in Hollywood. I went to the beach, I hung out, I fucked around, and nothing happened. And I'm like, what's going on? I'm the most contented guy in town. And somebody said, Ned, it's content is king. What's that? You know, scripts, pitches. I never did any of that. So that's my Hollywood story. It's very sad. I got pulled over today. I wasn't driving. I was going the wrong way on a one-way aisle in the supermarket. And, you know, those assistant managers, they're dicks. The guy's like, you know why I pulled you over? Actually, I don't. This is International Foods. It's like, I need to see your grocery list, your coupons, and your shopper's card. And I got off with a warning, though. It was fine. Worked out fine. I had a job interview today at Amazon, but Amazon is only hiring very tall women now. So I didn't get the gig. Okay, not readers. That's fine. I love Amazon. I got a great deal last week on Amazon on some bricks and mortar. They're practically giving it away. Okay. So no irony. That's fine. Just real quick. I'm not crazy, right? The Amazon logo is the underside of an erect, circumcised penis curving to the left. Is that right? Am I right? Because I find it very distracting when I'm driving on the freeway when I see an Amazon truck. It's disturbing. And let's move on. I miss having a job. I've been out of work for so long. My last job, there was this box in the front lobby and it said food donations. It was free food. There was like canned goods, produce, bread, all free. You could just help yourself. It was the best. It was, I never had to shop. It was one of those things. I also I was thinking I miss high school. I had a lot of dreams in high school. Most of them were about waking up in class in my underwear. But the main thing is it's important to have dreams. I've had that dream so often. I now get residuals whenever I have it. I get a check for like 38 cents. That's how often I have the underwear. I was on the track team in high school. My coach was so smart. He said, Ned, remember, it's not a marathon. It's actually a sprint. And he was a confused man, but very, very kind of wise in the ways of the world. I would have graduated too, but they didn't have advanced placement gym where I went to school. So that didn't work out. I had a stress test today. Have you ever had those? They hook you up to these electrodes and there's a guy there with your credit report asking how you're going to pay your Visa bill. So it was very stressful, kind of like, it was kind of weird. And then we can go to the gym again in Michigan. So I joined this very pretentious gym. All the Stairmasters are like spiral staircases. And there's a very pretty woman at the top saying, good evening. So it's not I don't think I'm going to be going back there. I don't like it. I don't like it. Today a guy said to me, I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual. And honestly, I'm just the opposite. I love going to church, the vestments, the ritual, the prayers, the incense, all that, but I don't actually believe in God. So I'm just the opposite of that thing. I don't want to get political on you here, but I hate guns so much. I'm actually triggered by the word trigger. In fact, I just triggered myself. I just did it again. That's how I feel about that issue. And that is my time. So you're free to go. Thanks for joining me. Have a nice evening.
Ned Rice,
That's all we have. And we're on to the next person.
Ned Rice.
Thank
did
you.
Great.
Ned Rice,
Mike Langworthy.
never fails to
Puzzle you.
amuse me.
All right, what are you snacking on? I'm snacking on. I have chips and dip from Chef Mark Scapone of the Colorado Comedy Show's virtual kitchen.
Oh, I was just eating a ginger snap. Been caught eating a ginger snap, and I feel a little bad about it because a lot of gingers had to die to make that cookie, and I just ate. So our next performer has been here several times, and I like him. I like him every time he's on this show, and he's got a unique point of view, which everybody's got a unique point of view nowadays. I'm kidding. Come on. I'm kidding. What am I doing? I'm kidding. I'm supposed to be supportive. I'm the host. And what am I doing? I'm mocking people. God, what am I, Ned Rice?
What?
All right. Anyway, Jeffrey Burden, ladies and gentlemen, the second. If it works out, we're going to have his father on.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I will not be present for that show. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. No, I'm kidding. I kind of like my dad. Everybody, hello. Thank you. I hope you're all doing all right. Thanks for showing up. This is good. Probably a lot like a lot of you. I try to avoid the news, but I catch it every now and then. I kind of want to know what's going on. I only want to hear about it once, though. I don't want to hear about it 10 times, right? So, more recently, I've learned that there was a scientist that created a bacteria that turns plastic into water. It's very good for the ocean, but Caitlyn Jenner is going to have to be careful whenever she goes into the beach, right? I mean, yeah. It's the first time trying that one out.
I want you to do that joke again. That was too funny to not do twice.
Oh, well, thank you. Cheers. Cheers. So along with watching the news, okay. With this quarantine, I have been watching a little too much television. No, that's not true. I've been doing that my whole life. My wife recently subscribed to you know what I'm talking about. My wife recently subscribed to Disney Plus. And there's this show called The Imagineering Story, and it tells the story of how the Disney parks were created. It's very fascinating stuff. You can see footage from Disneyland opening in July of 1955. The things people wore, they wore their Sunday best. Men wore shirts, long sleeve shirts, hats, dress coats, long pants, and ladies wore dresses. It's the way the parks have changed so much. Now it's butt cracks everywhere. You can't walk down a road without, I don't know. I'm from Ohio. I see a lot of butt cracks. It's one of the reasons I don't like to go to my family's holiday meals. I'm an Air Force. I'm a vet. Not like a doctor of horses. I served in the military, and the Air Force, not so many push-ups, right? But when I get to basic training, it's really harsh, right? I mean, they get in your face and they yell and they go, "Are you a killer?" And I enlisted to be a cook, so it was like, you mean, am I gonna like kill chickens? Well, you want to talk to the butchers? That's their job. I don't know. How's my feed? Just making sure. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
It's a little airport security visually.
Oh, cheers. Cheers. Okay. Thank you so much. I don't know. I made decent money in the Air Force, right? But it turns out that frying chickens isn't that stimulating, so I decided to get out, right? Now I'm a college graduate with 2 degrees. I'm basically poor, so far in the red, right? So far in the red. But I did manage to plant a fall winter garden, with vegetables, right? There are cold hardy vegetables you can grow in this time of the year. And it's basically how I plan to pay my doctor bills. Hey doc, I don't have the money here, a couple of potatoes. Can you get my, blood drawn and whatnot, make sure I'm doing all right. I can't even afford to have my own children. Children are just too expensive, right? I mean, my wife can barely afford me. She's like my mother, right? No, she's great. I love my wife. She's, my wife, she planned a trip to Florida in July to go to Disney World. I'm like, no, I'm not going. And she's like, why not? I said, because it's July. I don't need to be any hotter than Ohio in July. She's like, well, it's not always about you. Sometimes it's about your stepchildren. I'm just like, take it easy. Take it easy. I didn't make those babies. The guy before me made those babies. Stepchildren. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful evening. My name's Jeffrey Bird.
The guy before me made those babies.
Me?
Let him go to the park, huh? Am I right?
Right.
Man, I can't imagine.
Walt Disney smoked 6 packs a day.
Yes, he did, and died young.
Packs of what?
Cigarettes.
Oh.
Mules.
Wild hogs.
Packs of wolves.
He smoked 6 packs of Miller
He was a
Lite.
pack mule smoker. That's what they called him.
Not only did he smoke 6 packs of cigarettes, he smoked 2 pigs in a restaurant. Every time he went out to eat.
It was a smoker.
Yeah, it was a smoker.
A lot of people don't realize.
Hey, I'm just living you.
Jesus.
He never inhaled. That's the thing. He was just trying to look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to, back in the olden days when he had that TV show, The Wonderful World of Disney, and he was still alive and he was on it, you could see the smoke rising, while he was talking, sort of, because he just smoked all the time. Hated Jews too, by the way. Very creative guy, but big time Jew hater. I like to bring the show to a screeching halt every once in a while. I want to see if people are capable of bringing the energy back up after I kill it.
Right.
Because,
That's a
you know,
skill.
I think of myself not just as a host, I also think of myself as a comedy educator.
We
And-
work on this skill several times every show.
Well, you do. And sometimes on purpose even.
It's the only comedy show with an emergency break.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's very funny and funnier than me. And I believe
When the
me-
charity's funnier than you.
I don't know who said that, but I hate you. Our next performer, who may be the guy who said that, because I didn't recognize the voice.
Well, he's an impressionist. It could be anybody.
It could be. Yeah, it's good, Ned. Anyway, please welcome, if you will, Daniel Flores.
It's my first
Flores.
time. I won't take credit for saying that, but I won't deny it either. Yeah, I guess I should, since this is probably my first time seeing a lot of y'all. I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. I was homeschooled growing up, which is it's kind of a cool thing to do to your kids if you're capable of providing a good education, but not if you went on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and lost. I would maybe not consider that. Yeah. One of the disadvantages of being homeschooled, I never learned how to socialize. And if you're wondering why there's a WikiHow article on how to make friends, well, I read it. It didn't help. Spent a lot of time trying to think of good conversation starters. I think I have irritable bowel syndrome isn't one, by the way. Yeah. I think I do though. Like I get a lot of constipation and diarrhea. Like I feel like every day is a new game of Deal or No Deal with my colon, but only the 1 cent and $1 million briefcases are left.
Yep.
I saw a doctor for it recently actually, and she had me take home a stool sample kit, and the nurse was explaining how I needed to collect the samples. You know, poop in a bowl, scoop it in some tubes. Easy enough, right? Well, it turns out one of the tubes needs to be frozen. What the hell are you freezing my poop for? And why does it need to go in my freezer? Like, you guys could have a freezer specifically for poop in your office, but no, the poop has to go in the same freezer as my chocolate ice cream. Like, what if that accidentally becomes my midnight snack? Not again. Once was enough. Yeah. I just hate social media a lot, because like before I got social media, if something exciting happened to me, I would feel compelled to tell a friend about it. And now like everyone who follows me on Instagram gets to see the poop I did this morning. So it came out normal for once. Hashtag blessed. I don't know. Yeah. If you live in LA, you know that there was an earthquake recently, and right after the earthquake, there was a storm of people tweeting, "Did you feel that hashtag earthquake?" Oh my gosh. Hashtag earthquake was trending in under a minute. And what I want to know is, who are these people whose first thoughts after an earthquake are, I'm going to make sure everything and everyone around me is okay after I tweet about it? And if I especially want to be amused by dumb things on social media, I'll go on Facebook, because on Instagram, I'll see girls in their teens and 20s posting self-absorbed mirror selfies. But I'll go on Facebook, and my Aunt Ruth just posted about the used mattress she got for cheap today on Facebook Marketplace. It's
Yeah.
And I just want to know what compels you to share these things. Like, it's cool that you think being a grown adult means taking responsibility and having a favorite spatula, but why do your friends need to see it twice a week? I don't know. It's new stuff I'll work on. I'm glad Chuck likes it. My last name Flores is flowers in Spanish. So I thought I'd have some fun with that social media that I hate. And I made my Instagram flower themed, and I posted pictures of myself with flowers. And now my whole family thinks I'm gay, which is cool. I'm not gay. I just like puns. How much time do I have left?
You have 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Cool.
Depends
Okay,
on what
so
that-
Four.
I don't know if this is a problem that a lot of you are familiar with or not. It seems like you guys might have leveled past this issue, but I have a hard time, like when I like a girl, I have a hard time giving up on her. It's like, because like she could tell me, hey, I don't have any feelings for you, and my mind will just become like the Google autocorrect. I'll go like, did you mean you're not going to tell me you have feelings for me? Like she could put up a banner in front of my house, right, that says, Daniel, I do not like you. And I'll go, wow, she put up a banner. She's in love. One time, a girl actually did convince me to give up on her. And this was like, we'd known each other for about a year. And she gave me a friendship bracelet. And that was what it took for me to figure out what zone I belonged in. Oh no, I think I'll end on that. Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
Hey, Daniel Flores. Everybody, give him a big round of applause. Come on.
Yay.
Came in here. You know, we've got tonight, it's body functions all the way. All the fucking way, man. We got bowel. We got guys eating placentas.
Pigs.
Ooh, Jesus Christ, man.
Full body of humor.
Yes, yes, exactly. A full body of humor.
Make you squeal all the way home.
It does. Yeah. Hamming it up like you. Hey, has Laura been able to get back on, by the way?
Yeah, she is.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yeah, you know, 2 pigs. 2 pigs walk up to Jake Hovis. And we thought we were fat.
Oh, man.
Hey, it's not kind,
Shots
but it's
fired.
not untrue.
Oh, my God.
Oh man, you better be nice to those pigs. They're gonna be in your arteries soon.
Yeah,
Some
absolutely.
new pig valve.
They already are. I have irritable bowel syndrome. That's the problem. I get upset when everybody uses Y as a vowel.
My bowels are so easygoing. Nothing seems to bother them.
You know, that's why you wear Depends. Am I right? Am I right, people?
Oh,
It depends.
That was
you
a
got me
shitty
that
joke.
time.
Bowels. Hey, you know what? I don't even care, man. I don't even care. I'm just doing a
It took
show.
some guts to say that, Mike.
Yeah, it takes a lot of guts. It takes tripe to say that, as a matter of fact, which is pig guts. So our next performer has been waiting, I hope patiently, generously. He's a wonderful guy. You're going to love him, Blake Champlin.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, baby. He's got that
Yes.
spoon. Could we
Oh, I
could we
know.
just spoon?
Do what?
Could we
Yes.
just spoon, Blake?
Can I be the big spoon?
Absolutely.
All right. Great. So, hey, guys. So, actually, tonight's a special night. I don't know if you knew this. Mike actually specially invited me on tonight because, you know, sometimes this open mic is about bringing people together and laughing and trying out new jokes and whatnot. And sometimes it's also about bringing people together to learn about timeshares, huh? Who wants to go to Florida? Hey, California's real cheap right now, huh? All right. So I learned recently that there is scientific evidence that shows that blood boils at whatever temperature my mom is when I don't take out the trash. I don't actually live with my mom. I'm a grown man. I live in my car. in her driveway. So thanks,
Nice.
Mom.
Nice.
Oh man. So I've been on a low carb diet for a while, and unfortunately, it plugs me right up. So me and Metamucil, we're best friends right now, and we're tight, a little too tight. I can't trust my farts anymore. I'm a little too young for that, man. I'm not supposed to carry extra underwear around with me, but that doesn't work out so well on a first date, you know. But I like to be prepared. So, you know, I don't want to be in a restaurant getting mixed signals from my Metamucil and then have an emergency and I have to run out to my car and then run to the bathroom. No, I just want to go straight to the bathroom, flush those dirty underwear down the toilet, let the restaurant deal with it. So in that case, I carry my extra underwear in a fanny pack. I mean, isn't that what everyone wants? A guy that's prepared? Isn't that sexy? I mean, come on. Okay, fine. So as a competitive eater, going to a cheap buffet is the best way to fill up and also to clean yourself out. So maybe not Metamucil. No. So there's nothing like learning that you're aging other than when you're at a carnival and you're on a ride and it spins the Metamucil right out of you. So, oh boy. So I heard a guy recently say that he doesn't like the word pothead because it reminds him of the word crackhead, and he wouldn't blow a guy for weed. I would. Actually, the weed would just be a bonus. So.
Oh.
Oh man.
And he checks his watch. That's a sign of a true pro.
I got places to be. Anybody got any weed for sale?
Sale? Are you sure you want to buy it?
Oh man. So Jeff said mentioned something about people catching the news occasionally. I haven't kept up with the news in years. I don't catch up with anything. Like I literally have no idea what WAP is. I don't know what OnlyFans is. People talk about Hamilton all the time. I had no idea what they're talking about. So I decided to join the cancel culture movement, and I got my dad fired from his job for being lactose intolerant, huh? I mean, you know, I'm ruining the end of this joke here. Maybe that's why I got my dad fired. I had no idea what I'm doing in life. So eat it, Dad. Just don't eat dairy. I don't want you to get sick. I just want you to be miserable. Hey guys, my name is Blake Champlin. Thank you very much.
Champlin, ladies and gentlemen, ladling out the comedy for all of us. Because he had a ladle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We heard.
Yeah, no.
That set was
No, you didn't hear because you didn't laugh.
Oh, teaspoon.
You heard. Maybe you heard, but you weren't listening.
You
I
don't have
what
to
it was.
spoon feed
For
the
whatever
jokes, Mike.
Were we spoon feeding him jokes?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, okay, fine. It's mock the host night. I get it. Yeah, sure. You know why? Because I've had a career. Anyway.
What field?
Actually, 3 of them, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Our next performer apparently hunts for a living. Please welcome, if you will. Sorry, Is it merchant or merchant?
Just let's just go with merchant. No worries.
All right, let's go with merchant. Pete Merchant, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, and where are you from?
I'm from Melbourne.
Melbourne?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's early.
Yeah, it's very early here. So, I'm a Muslim comic, right? And, God banned pork in our religion. Allah banned pork after listening to all the pig puns cracked in this particular mic. He has no problem with pigs. He has just a problem with puns. If it would have been spoons, then he would have banned spoons, I guess. I find it really difficult to make friends. Really difficult. I only have a pet cockroach as a friend. That's it. It just roams around and it doesn't bother me. And the problem with me is within a year, I lose all the friends that I make. I make 3 friends, I lose 3 friends because I'm an asshole. It's like someone nukes my social circle every year. All right. So whenever someone asks me, how many friends do I have? I don't tell them 3. I tell them square root of 9 because, plus or minus 3. And it's kind of weird. Do you know? So everyone has a power bank these days, right? A power bank, but it's kind of weird. A power bank. It doesn't sound like the appropriate name. I think the first name a guy came up with for a power bank was a mobile charger, and then he was immediately fired. And I have weird thoughts, right? I have weird thoughts. Like imagine the pressure on the guy who built the cross for Jesus. Oh my God. Right. I mean, at some point of time, there was a contractor who had to take measurement of Jesus for the cross, right? So Jesus is spreading his hands prior to the day of crucifixion, and he's being taken the measurements of. He thinks he's at the tailor's, man. He thinks he's getting a suit, a nice supper, a suit. Life's a surprise, And what if someone fucked up? What if the contractor fucked up while making the cross? What if the base was uneven and after being crucified, Jesus just tilted sideways like the Leaning Tower of Pisa? I mean, maybe instead of a cross, he was building a T. Like what if he got us a T? I can imagine the messenger telling the contractor, "We are going to apprehend Jesus when he'll be heading to the garden." But what the contractor hears is, "We are going to behead Jesus without arson." Oh my God. Explains why he built a T, right? So, I mean, and after he crucifies Jesus, can you imagine what the contractor's resume looks like? At one point, it says, "Crucified Jesus," and on the same pamphlet there's makes A1 quality wooden furniture. I mean, it just doesn't fit, right? How can you give that just doesn't work. And I think when people say Jesus suffered for our sins, it's a scam. I think it's a scam because human body is 72% water, right? Just convert it to wine and die of alcohol poisoning when you're being crucified, but but he cannot convert. He can convert water into wine, but he cannot convert blood into wine. 72% water. I flunked organic chemistry, Jesus, not you. So and Jesus was a healer, right? Jesus was a healer. I think Jesus was lashed 39 times, which is a bit too much lashing. Like 8 does the job. After 8, it's just going overboard. I think because Jesus was a healer, after every lash, he just healed himself. And everyone just freaked out. Like, he's a lizard, fucking regenerating lizard. Kill this guy. More lashes now. I mean, it's just like that. I mean, I'm no see if and I, just like Michael pointed out, if I was Walt Disney but blind, a Jesus hating blind Jew, which I'm definitely not, in no way. All right, in no way I'm a blind or Jew, whatever. I definitely go to the crucifixion because just like my food delivery driver, I'd know the pin location of Jesus Christ. you know. And after getting there, I'd go, if you are really God's son, heal my eyes. And since I'm a blind Walt Disney, even if he healed me, I wouldn't tell them, because I'm the only one who can confirm if my blindness has been cured or not. I'll be like, I'm still blind, just crucify him and I'll get to watch the event live. Wow. And that's how much time do I have? I forgot to time myself.
30 seconds ish.
30 seconds. All right, I'll just leave you guys with a one-liner. So I find it very difficult to make my girlfriend orgasm. Very difficult to make my girlfriend orgasm. I always tell her, I'll make you come the next time. I'll make you come the next time. And you know what she told me? She tells me, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm like, babe, the last time we tried that, it didn't work. The last time we tried it in the ass. This time we'll try it in the pussy. Thank you guys. That's my time.
I miss the shit jokes. No, I'm kidding. No.
Yeah, you know, some people just won't be educated, Ned.
I know. I don't get it. Clearly, I don't get it.
You know what? You don't just laugh, you learn at an open mic show. Thank you so much, Akeem.
Hope so.
It's already happened. Some of us missed it. We just got an incredible dissertation on Jesus.
Yeah, I learned
One
something.
thing you forgot to mention is that Jesus didn't know he was the Son of God when he was a kid, you know, and he had that inevitable question when he asked Mary, "Hey, Mom, where do babies come from?" And then, in the other room, you hear the drunk voice of Joseph saying, "Yeah, Mary, why don't you tell them where babies come from?"
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Good story, Mike. You were probably there, right?
I was there. You know what I was doing? I was tending the pigs.
Fuck you, Jake.
Because there was no
Pigs
room
and
at the
roast
inn for the pigs. They were in there. They were trying to get into the manger. Oh my God.
Trying to get into the restaurant.
Mike, what did that manger gig pay?
And who books it?
Yeah, who books it?
$60, just like in town. Anyway,
The three wise men, then you.
Yeah. You know, ever since Otto died, George is working on his own. It's a little bit inside
several of you have
baseball, but
something to
for
look
those
up.
people who know what I'm talking about, it's hilarious.
You guys
Anyway,
have something to Google.
back to Google for everybody. Otto and George, ventriloquist act. Otto was the man. All right. So anyway, our next performer, and I use that term in the broad. Oh no. I'm controlling myself. I'm being supportive. By the way, and when you look at Christina as she comes on, just look over her shoulder and you'll see a picture of her high school graduation. Please welcome, if you will, Christina Kleeman.
Yay!
Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm really sleepy. I had an early shift at work, so my eyes are killing me. Anyway, awesome jokes, Jake. That's great. Two pigs walk into a restaurant. That's good. So I want to tell you guys. So as you guys know, I grew up in North Dakota, and I was talking with my brother a few days ago, and we were reliving an incident. This is the only thing I have worked on. We were reliving an incident where when I was 16 and my brother was 9, my parents had just gotten divorced in 2000, and my mom literally called the cops because I was chaotic and my brother was stinky. So like talk about a bad day, right? Am I right? Thanks for the mental illness, Mom. So it just like really made me think, you guys, about like, you know, like honesty and self-awareness, and how like I kind of feel like I took too much Ritalin back in the day, which explains why I'm neurotic. And it also explains why I look up to Mike Langworthy for joke writing, which doesn't make any sense.
Hurtful.
You know. And Ned Rice, my VP. I I work full time, unlike Mike. So I haven't had a lot of chance to write a lot of new material. So I'm working. I'm working on it. I think I'm funny. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Sorry,
You do
guys.
think you're funny.
I'm really stupid. You know what, Mike? We're fighting outside of this now. So fuck you. Not taking your shit, okay? So
that's
I'm
gotta
working
be-
on this. I'm working on this new thing. How I asked Mike in fairness if I could steal this from him, and he said I couldn't. But I'm going to anyway. So I have IVR, which is irritable bowel syndrome. I like vowels, but you have A-E-I-O. You can't communicate. Okay, that's a new one. So it's fine. It's fine. Thank you, Ned, for laughing. I appreciate that. I think I'm just gonna end on this, you guys, which is like the stupid joke. Like I'm trying to. You guys, so I'm always writing on I'm always working on joke structure, right? And I've come to the opinion that I have attachment issues. I have issues attaching the punchline to the tagline, but I feel like that's the same thing. So it's really stupid. Okay, I'm gonna read more articles for you because I want to make Mike proud of me. Okay, so not easy. Okay,
An element of
Doing this with Mike.
insincerity in that, Christina.
That's right. Thank you. So in comedy, you learn about timing, right? So I'm going to try this joke. I've done it before, but I'm getting comfortable with being vulnerable, unlike Mike's wife. So
whoa.
I know. Sorry. I'm single, so often I get jealous of couples, and I'm sorry, Mike. I'm retaliating. I'm sorry. You don't
That's
deserve
all right.
that.
It's all right. You're absolutely correct.
I mean, you do deserve it, but I'm not going to admit it. I grew up in North Dakota, so I haven't had a lot of diversity in my dating life, which is, weird because I eat lots of yogurt, which has lots of active cultures. Am I right? Okay. It's fine. I'm very tired. It's fine, Christina. Thank you. Is that my 5 minutes?
No, that's 4 minutes.
Okay, sorry. I'll wrap it up then.
Eggs are done.
Which is what my sister should have done with her biracial children. I'm just kidding. I love my
nieces.
I love my nieces. I was off the cuff, and I love all people, active cultures. But a lot of the men that I've dated are like my mattresses. They're white. We're waiting for a 2-second pause. Yeah. They're white, heavy, and full of cum.
Yeah.
No, that's not. That has to be in the room. So I respect that. It's fine. You guys don't think I'm funny. It's fine. That's why I have counseling every Monday. It's fine. Okay, you guys. I'm listening to me. Okay. Moving along. Okay. Get out of here. Okay. Thank you guys.
Hey.
Hey, great set. Great set, Christina.
Thank you.
2 pigs. 2 pigs walk into Christina Kleeman's vagina. First pig says to the other pig, "Keep talking until I can see you."
Oh my god. I'm using that one too, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
feel free. Yeah, somebody's got to put some jokes in your act.
Oh!
Hello.
Oh!
If I didn't love you so much, I wouldn't make fun of you like that.
I know.
Look at how I never make fun of Ned. No, Ned, come on. You know what you are.
You know who I used to
Those are
be?
the kind of statements I like to make. You know what you are, and then you can just fill in the blanks with whatever insecurities you have. Anyway, Our next performer is Emily Cornelius, a frequent visitor to our show, and she's going to perform for us tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been so underwhelmed. Thank you. All right. I wanna start this out. Since it looks like to be mostly comedians, you know what it's like when you tell people that you do comedy, everybody's a comedian, right? Well, I was at the gynecologist. And my doctor says, "What do you do in town? What are your hobbies?" And I said, "Well, I do stand up. So it's a lot of that." And without missing a beat, my doctor just said, "Wow, if these uterine walls could talk, right?" My doctor didn't really say that. That was a smear job. And I'm 25, and so I'm right on the cusp between being Gen Z and being a millennial. But I remember 9/11, and I know what dial-up sounds like, and I don't know anybody who ate a Tide Pod, so I think I'm a millennial. I also kind of relate to the older generation in the sense that there's a lot of new age spiritual stuff that doesn't really resonate with me. Maybe it's because I'm a Virgo. Me saying that means that I am already too much of a hippie. But I do think that pet rocks were training crystals. And I don't mean to sound like Mike and the other boomers when I say this, but I don't want anything else that I have to charge, even if it's just by moonlight. I want to kind of bring my set up, get everybody excited. Have you heard the news? There's going to be another civil war. Yeah, I'm super excited for that because that means that Donald Trump is Abraham Lincoln, and it also means that I am moving to Washington, D.C. to do acting. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure what kind of plays Donald Trump would go see. He doesn't seem like a theater type of guy to me. He does, however, frequent strip clubs. So I'm also considering becoming a dancer with a concealed carry. I think Americans are stupid. And I'm an American, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm also stupid. But Americans are so stupid that we can't graduate electoral college. But we're still not smart enough to drop out. You know, speaking of voter fraud, do you guys like impressions?
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah? This impression I'm gonna do is of an icon. I wanna see how long it takes you all to get it. We'll also see how good I am at it. Do you believe in laughs after impressions? Oh, do you need a mask? I've got an extra. I've got you, babe. I can share. Thank you. That was share. All right. Looks like something that I won't be sharing again. I am planning to take after Sunny and just go skiing and never come back quite right. My last impression, I think you all definitely will like. It is going to be a kind of a niche impression. It's an impression of my sanity. So please get ready for an impression of my sanity. Thank you. Good night. That's the end.
All right. Well,
Usually the audience.
congratulations. I love that. Sorry, I wish I could say something snide, but you were too good tonight.
That was a noodle buster.
Yes, it was. We've had quite the show tonight, and I really appreciate everybody hanging around and all these people that I like I'd love to give you all a heads up, in person, but first let's bring our headliner for the night on, and a guy that I just have liked every time I've seen him, and he's done a lot to help promote the show through Displaced Comedians. Please welcome Nico Lukov.
All right.
Yay!
Hey. So, one pork loin walks into a set. I've been loving the puns tonight. They've just been constant. They've been constant. So I was raised in the only Jewish household that had no humor. Yeah, it was weird. Like, we didn't joke around with each other. Our only roasts were briskets.
Oh my God.
We didn't even do sarcasm. Like, we didn't even do sarcasm. That was super fun. Still working on sarcasm, folks. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it if I gotta wander this land 40 more years. That's another Jew joke. We wander. And here's what we did have, though. We had lots of passive aggression. Yeah, woo, passive aggression. But I would have thought you'd have known that by now. If you cared. I think volleyball was invented for people who just don't know how to catch. They're like, basketballs are too heavy. Balloons are too light. What do we do? Then to make it official, they just went to a tennis court and grabbed the net and just went like this. Goal! And this person got replaced by some poles when they got tired. I think that's what happened. The other day, I sat in a tall wooden chair. It's going to get exciting, folks. The other day, I sat in a tall wooden chair. It didn't have any armrests. It didn't have a backrest. Overall, I'd say it was pretty uncomfortable. Yeah. But then I put a pillow on it. That was kind of nice. Turned out I just needed a stool softener.
Oh, no.
And it's okay if it's okay if you don't laugh. That's a numb ass joke. That's a numb ass joke.
Yes.
Maybe sit with it for a while. See what you think. Sit with it for a while. Look, I like it. I think it's got legs. I'm gonna keep that one. It's solid. That's solid.
Yeah. Stop padding your set.
I got busted in high school for selling weed. Yeah, because you're not supposed to do that there. They really frown upon it. And I was just trying to turn frowns upside down. And look, I made the same mistake that a lot of passionate people make, and I took my favorite hobby and just ruined it by turning it into a job. Maybe some comedians can relate. But look, this is a job I obviously wasn't very good at. I didn't go through like training or anything. I didn't know a lot about business. I just knew that I was supposed to buy low and sell high. Took that a little too literally, I was the only Jew in juvenile hall. Yeah. Yeah, I put the Jew in juvie. I got out way earlier than I should have. I know. My parents, they hired a really good Jewish lawyer. It's nice. Yeah, he went up to the judge and he just said, "Let my people go." And they did. They're like 3 years? Nah, 3 weeks. Mazel tov l'chaim. Yay, woo. Folks, thank you so much for having me on. I've been Samwise Gamgee 20 years later. You've all been super.
Nico, ending with the brilliant one. Never would have said it, but it's absolutely true. What a show. What a show tonight, huh?
Wow.
It overcame the shortcomings of your host admirably. And
Indeed.
all right. I don't know who you are, but I hate you too. Jake, two pigs walk into a restaurant. Huh? Say,
Jake, that was the other white meat.
Two pigs walk into a restaurant. They say, "Can we talk to the chef? We're suicidal." All right. Anyway, this was a lovely show. I enjoyed all of the comedians. Well, all but one. And
Thank you.
You know who you are.
This show is like seeing the sausage get made.
two sausages walk into a jar. Two sausages walk into a restaurant.
They get grilled.
No, two sausages walk into a restaurant. They say, "Hey, we used to be pigs."
Let's go with that.
The restaurant, yeah. Well, I like to punch your material down. I would have thought you'd know that by now. Anyway, this was a delightful show. I want to thank all of the comedians, and I'm going to name them all and save and do one big round of applause for everybody. Phil Corder. This is not in order, so sue me. Phil Corder, Daniel Flores, Jake, Two Pigs Hovis, Christina Kleeman, Emily Cornelius, Sam
Medina.
I know.
Funky. Just call him
On
Funky.
the list it says Sam Median.
Right, yeah, I made a spelling error.
Ned Rice, Ned Rice is always the same. How sad. Jeffrey Blake Champlin, Akib Merchant, who had to jump off because he has a lecture, probably to give because he's a doctorate in something or other. We had a guy from Australia tonight. How cool was that? Come on.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And
That's
we learned all about Jesus from a guy who's probably a Hindu.
He said he was Muslim.
Hey, what is a Hindu? They lay eggs, you idiot.
You're chicken to do that joke.
Oh no, I'm not chicken to do
Two
it.
chickens walk into a restaurant.
The owner says you got to have a lot of pluck to come in here, you guys.
There's probably a few nuggets of comedy down this thing. If we want to wing it.
Wait, all those words.
That was the
relate to
breast
chicken.
joke I've heard tonight.
All about chicken.
No, I'm
The
telling you. I'm
connection.
telling you.
I am
All those jokes have
gobbling these
something in
up.
common.
No. So now we're talking turkey. Okay.
Oh, hey, there's no reason to use some foul language.
No.
We have
All
a
right.
winner.
You know what? All I can say is Laura is a saint.
We've all been cooped up too long.
No, I don't think we've been cooped up long enough. That's what I think. Look at that picture of Laura Hovis on your feed there. You know,
Is she okay?
it's okay, but it's just for like scale. You know what I mean? The amazing thing about that picture is that Laura Hovis is a normal-sized adult human being.
Like Jake.
Jake,
Are we still doing chicken?
no, we're not. We're doing
I forgot to say cock. I
two
wanted to
Jake
say cock.
Hovises walk into a restaurant. I'm kidding. There isn't room. Jake Hovis walks into a restaurant. He gets stuck in the door.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not large. My bad. Two pigs walk into a restaurant. The restaurant owner says, "Right this way, gentlemen."
Well,
Because
you
in
really
real
know
life,
how to-
they
That was a good one,
know how
Mike.
to
no,
take it right to the hole.
no.
Two ditch diggers walk into a show.
All I'm saying is, if I say something and you don't understand it, I'm not the dumb one.
I don't get it, Mike. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that if you don't understand it, you're the stupid one.
Just put that in layman's terms. Come on, Mike. We're not all attorneys, okay?
Okay, what I'm trying to say.
Are we in the hen house now?
Oh.
Oh, you're just a dumb cluck. All right, come on.
Mike Langworthy walks by low-hanging fruit.
Yes, absolutely. I've never walked by low-hanging fruit in my life.
That's the
Not in
name
my
of his
life.
vineyard.
Low-hanging fruit wine.
Yeah. You know what? You know, low-hanging fruit used to mean an easy joke, and now that I'm an older gentleman and the scrotum begins to loosen up.
I know where this is going.
It's going south like his ball sack.
Oh, hello. There you go.
Two ball sacks walk into a restaurant.
Two
Oh, I
blueberries
thought you
fall
said
down.
Balzac.
Ball sacks walk into a pig. Wow.
I gotta go.
You don't have to go. You need to stay and take the punishment, just like the rest of us. Look at Jake. Jake is now laughing like he fantasizes his audiences do.
Major
Two
D says,
pigs
"What are
walk
you,
into
nuts?"
this. Two pigs walk into this Zoom meeting and say, "You're all arrested for making horrible jokes."
Yeah, and you know what? You're true. You know, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I can do another set if you want.
We're just gonna start again.
Oh,
I'll
two
do it.
two placentas walk into a pig.
You're under arrest. Go to jail.
I'm gonna say goodbye to the nice.
Two
folks.
chickens say you're under arrest.
Oh.
Mike,
Yes.
I don't think you meant to say that, Mike. Maybe you have something to say to the group.
I'm sorry.
Maybe not. I don't know.
No.
It was just a thought.
All right. You know what? I'm just trying to keep, my jokes the right size for everybody.
God. Too
That
many
one's
chicken
got wings.
jokes.
Mike, look what
Oh.
you're doing to yourself. Look at
And
yourself. Come
legs.
on.
Yeah.
Don't lay your premises before
I
they
used-
hatch.
I used to be somebody.
No, you just said bucket.
Not everybody.
This said cluck it.
Oh.
Anyway, this has
Oh.
been a delightful experience.
Sure.
Blake, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate
Thank
everybody
you.
coming. I was going to say, I did say everybody.
Thanks to everybody on YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
Yeah.
Bye, YouTube.
Yeah.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.